The following contest is an Ironman match. The superstar to score the most falls within the time limit will be the winner and is for the Triple Crown Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from England, weighing in at 205 pounds, P. Dunn. Introducing the champion from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, he is the Triple Crown Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins.
Don't even think about going anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen of the universe, welcome back to part 2 of Battleground. We are here, starting off hot with Seth Rollins versus Pete Dunne in a 30-minute Ironman match for the Raw Triple Crown Championship. Now these two men have been fighting, and a huge forearm right off the bat. Pete Dunne looking to get down to business as soon as possible. These two men have been fighting over this championship for the past few months, starting with Timothy Thatcher, actually, of all people, defeating Walter at WrestleMania in a last man standing match. The night after, on Monday Night Raw, Pete Dunne made his Raw debut, taking out Kenny Omega, another debuting superstar who we haven't even seen since then. Pete Dunne was able to put Kenny Omega on the shelf. What's he looking for here? Rams him into the barricade. These two, with no love lost to one another, have been fighting, like I said, for that championship. And another forearm, Pete Dunne bringing out the British strong style here in this matchup. And another one. Oh my god, he's unrelentless. Unrelenting forearms. He's saying that's what he does. Seth Rollins looking to get back into the ring and takes him down with another back elbow. Now this championship is used in all Japan. Oh, and the joint manipulation. Look at that, taking out the limbs. This championship, the Triple Crown title, is actually used in all Japan. And what is this? Oh, headbutts to the wrist, locking up Seth Rollins, looking to take out that arm. The joint manipulation of Pete Dunne is going to play a major factor in the long-term effects in this match. As you see, it's a 30-minute match with the timer counting down. We're 2 minutes in here. Seth Rollins setting him off the ropes with Pete Dunne able to evade. What's he looking for here? Again, targeting that arm. That could be the story of this matchup. Pete Dunne just wearing him down. Many former champions see this title as a stepping stone to the Raw Heavyweight Champion, two being Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles after holding the Triple Crown title. Oh, and Pete Dunne able to escape that. Seth Rollins looking to drive him straight into the ground. What's Pete Dunne going to do here? Sending him off the ropes. Ducking underneath. And a snap power slam. Unbelievable. More beautiful than the one Randy Orton does, I must say. 1, 2. Not getting a fall yet in this contest. This is an Ironman match, so whoever records the most falls by the end of the time limit will be your champion. Now Seth Rollins is currently tied for the third longest reign with this championship at 56 days. He is tied with Timothy Thatcher. The only two to hold it longer than him. Oh, Pete Dunne, what's he do? Oh, he's pushing the arm down onto the canvas and a stomp. Still working that arm. And the joint manipulation again, biting on the fingers. Ref's got to get in there and break that up. So Pete Dunne initially won this championship from Timothy Thatcher at Backlash, the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania. And drives him into the ground with a huge snapmare driver. Seth Rollins is fired up now, but he's feeling the effects on his arm, taking him down. Pete Dunne able to avoid that, getting behind him. Seth Rollins with a reversal. Neither man can get an advantage in this matchup. It's been a stalemate since the beginning. Pete Dunne again evading it. What's he looking for here? Captures him up. Regal Plex into the pin. And only a 1 count. Seth Rollins not able to give up a fall quite yet. Caught the foot and a huge enziguri. Seth Rollins getting caught on the ropes on the way down. What's he looking for? Pete Dunne's got him up. X-Plex into a pin. 1, 2. And Seth Rollins still not staying down. It's going to take more than that to keep the champ down for a 3 count, I can tell you that. Pete Dunne hasn't done enough in this matchup. Perhaps looking to take advantage of the arms yet again. Pete Dunne rolling out, making Seth Rollins come to him on the outside, saying, "Come on, bring it, both men." Seth's falling back into the ring. He drops down. Pete Dunne making Seth Rollins come to the outside, and a huge body slam. He suckered him in there. And he's got some curb stomps of his own, driving them right into the chest of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins doesn't want to find himself here on the outside. That is Pete Dunne's playground. And he throws him into the post. As you can see, Pete Dunne taking the advantage here on the outside.
I don't think he has anything left, Michael.
As I touched on earlier, AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan are former holders of the Triple Crown Championship. Cassius Ohno was the first holder of it losing the title to Daniel Bryan, but quickly regaining it in a TLC match at Summerslam last year. Oh, and a bridging German suplex with the cover. 1, 2, and it's a kick out. Seth Rollins still not staying down for that count, but he's got to be feeling the effects of this war so far. Both men fighting back and forth. Looking for a Falcon Arrow, perhaps. And Pete Dunne, oh, he's able to get out of it with a huge dragon suplex. Oh, and he locks him up. 1, 2. Oh, and the cover was not enough. Seth Rollins able to kick out of that. Throws him into the corner. What could he be looking for here? Pushes him off with a rebound. German suplex. Oh, Pete Dunne. His offense in this match up to this point has been absolutely relentless. Targeting Seth Rollins' his lower back, and more importantly his arm. That's been the story of this match, and a huge knee. Of course those forearms can't be too comfortable for Seth Rollins' cheek right now. He's in a lot of danger, but I believe the champ has what it takes to bounce back. Pete Dunne taking him down in the corner. Brutal stomps. Not stopping for nothing. And he says he's done. Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins took this championship from Pete Dunne back at Extreme Rules in a 2 out of 3 falls Extreme Rules match. That was the first encounter of these two men, and since then it's just been a war, including another ladder match. Oh, and he caught the forearm. Pete Dunne looking to sucker him in, lifting him up, and Pete Dunne again wiggling out of it. What's he got here? Captures him again, and yet another Regal Plex, this time electing not to bridge out of it, but rather throw Seth Rollins full rotation. What's he looking for here? Another X-Plex perhaps? No, he turns it into a powerbomb in midair. That's unbelievable. We've seen Pete Dunne do stuff like this before, but he's pulling out all the stops here in this matchup against Seth Rollins, and that's what he's got to do if he wants to capture the Triple Crown Championship for a second time. Cassius Ohno, the only man ever to do the same. So after the 2 out of 3 falls Extreme Rules match, Seth Rollins and Pete Dunne met again in a ladder match at Money in the Bank and drives him into the middle turnbuckle. And Seth Rollins looked down for the count at the end of that matchup. Pete Dunne climbed the ladder, was unsuccessful in getting the championship down when Seth Rollins ran up and hit him with a brutal neckbreaker from the top. Pete Dunne again taunting Seth Rollins, trying to sucker him into the outside. Pete Dunne knows he has the advantage on the outside here. Looking to exercise the count as much as he can. What's this? The ref stopping him. Oh, an enziguri, but Seth Rollins able to move out of the way. A forearm of his own. And what's he got here? He's lifting him up in the military press. And they go to Europe. Unbelievable. Pete Dunne's offense, so expansive. Going to the top rope. We don't see this often from Pete Dunne. And a huge moonsault. Looking for the cover. 1, 2. It isn't very often that we see Pete Dunne going to the top rope. So when we do, it really is a treat. Oh, he's looking. Oh, he almost connected with the referee. That wouldn't be good. That could cost you a point there, Pete Dunne. Risking disqualification in this matchup. And Seth Rollins able to avoid it. And he's hitting him with a dragon suplex. Oh, bridges over. 1. So only a 1 count. Yeah, Pete Dunne hasn't been hit with too much offense in this match. I believe he'll be able to prevail. Oh, what's this? Seth Rollins tying him up. Seth Rollins with it on bitter end. He's going for the cover. 1. Oh, only a 1 count. You can't do it better than Pete Dunne, Seth. No one does. That's unbelievable. He used his own maneuver against him. And now Seth Rollins following it up with a curb stomp. Oh, drives his head right into the canvas. Go for the cover, Seth. Looking to get his first fall in this matchup. 1, 2, and 3. Pete Dunne has been down for 1 count. Seth Rollins with the advantage. Oh, but Pete Dunne immediately firing back. Not staying down for long, but he was just hit with 2 finishers. He's got to be feeling the effects of that now. Sending him into the corner. Oh, Seth Rollins able to get out of it. And a poised Rana! Unbelievable, the rewind Rana from Seth Rollins. Firing up. Seth Rollins is here and he's ready to defend his championship. Oh, driving him into the corner. Pete Dunne's got to get out of there, take a breather. He's been hit with way too many moves in a short amount of time. Seth Rollins knocks him off the apron. And what could he be looking for here? A huge frog splash to the outside. but he comes up short. Pete Dunne able to move out of the way. Oh, Seth Rollins with some brutal kicks here on the outside. Seth Rollins able to take advantage even following that frog splash from the outside. Thought that could have spelled danger and potentially losing another point here to Pete Dunne. Both men at risk of a count out here, fighting on the outside. Both men get counted out. That's a point in each person's respective, I don't know, points. I don't know what to say. Seth Rollins, throwing him into the corner yet again. We've seen both ring posts exposed that don't have the steel steps connected to them, utilizing this matchup. And that's a 10 count. Both men gaining a point in this match. That doesn't really change the score all too much, though. Seth Rollins still has the advantage by 1 point, looking for potentially the Kingslayer. Pete Dunne able to avoid it. Into a Tiger suplex, bridging him over. Here's the cover. 1, 2. And a kick out from Seth Rollins. I really dig Seth Rollins' attire in this match. He looks like a champion, you know. He wore that gold in his entrance with pride. And that's what it's going to take to hold on to the championship going into Summerslam, which is the next pay-per-view following Battleground. And Seth Rollins just wearing him down here on the ground, cranking the neck. Pete Dunne's got to get out of this quick. And he does. He's working his way back up, fighting out of it. Let's see what Pete Dunne can do here. And he blocks another forearm. Seth Rollins with a Seth Walker. And the Seth Walker. The standing Shiranui. Bending over, saying, what is it going to take to keep this man Pete Dunne down? Seth, you got to be thinking about the 17 minutes that you got left in this match. Bouncing off the ropes. And here he comes with a Shining Wizard. Almost an Enziguri of sorts, I should say. Calling again for the Kingslayer. He was unsuccessful in the first attempt. And Pete Dunne again able to avoid it. What's he looking for here? Yet another Dragon Suplex. This time, not going for the bridge, but rather calling him up. Scouting Seth Rollins. What could this be here? He kicks him. And what's this? He's going to hit him with a pedigree. Oh my God. If you cast your minds back, Seth Rollins used to use that maneuver in an ode to his idol, to his mentor, Triple H. Pete Dunne now giving him a taste of his own medicine, but Seth Rollins close to the ropes. And it's only a 2 count. Pete Dunne having to fight an uphill battle here. Down by 1 point.
Chaos, melee, pandemonium.
And again, working on the arm. Remember earlier on in this match, Pete Dunne was working extensively on that arm, but elected for a more brutal and forearm-driven approach, I should say, in the later stages of this match. But again, working on the arm with the joint manipulation. So you can see Seth Rollins feeling the effects of that. And he's going for a cover after that trip up 1. And it doesn't keep Pete Dunne down for long. Seth Rollins is going to have to hit some high-risk offense here if he wants to keep Pete Dunne down for another fall. Potentially looking for, and another forearm. That's what Pete Dunne does best, calling him back up to his feet. What could this be here? Kicking him in the gut yet again. And he turns him inside out with another powerbomb. We saw that earlier in this match. But it's still just an unbelievable maneuver, calling him yet again to his feet. And he knocks him backwards with the forearm, tying him up. It's a bitter end. Oh my goodness. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. This match is tied up, ladies and gentlemen. 1 fall apiece. Both men being counted out earlier in this matchup, turning him inside out with an inverted suplex. Dragging him over to the corner. We don't see Pete Dunne go to the top rope very often, but he's gone for it twice in this match. It worked the first time with the moonsault. Let's see what he's got here. Let's wait for Seth Rollins to get back to his feet. Scouting him. And he goes for a huge front drop kick, laying out both men. Neither man able to take an advantage following that. But Pete Dunne rolls over into a cover. And it's going to take more than that. Pete Dunne able to get the first fall with the bitter end. That's going to take more than that. And he's springing off the ropes with a huge knee. That's Seth Rollins' own move. Seth Rollins Oh, double slaps. Oh, and an enziguri.
Can't miss by that much, Cole.
Came up short with those slaps, but hit him with a brutal enziguri and off the ropes with a huge forearm. We don't see this offense from Pete Dunne, but that's what it's going to take to dethrone the champion here. 2 and only a 2 count. A springboard forearm. Unbelievable. Stuff we see from Pete Dunne. Going off the ropes, and again with a huge knee to the temple. Seth Rollins has been leaking for quite some time in this match. It's got to be all those forearms adding up. Can't be good for him, but Seth Rollins able to reverse the tides potentially in this match. Looking to gather some offense, build some momentum. Got him trapped in the corner. Turns him around. Oh, he's getting him. He's got him up. Potentially looking for a buckle bomb here. And he gets him, drops him into the corner. Oh, it's got to be brutal for Pete Dunne's back. 1. Oh, only a 1 count. Unbelievable. Pete Dunne able to escape that. Following the buckle bomb. It's not enough to keep him down. Seth Rollins looking for a Kingslayer again. The ripcord knee strike. Pete Dunne not letting it happen. Yet again, I think Seth Rollins has gone for 3 Kingslayers in this match. None connecting. Pete Dunne has that maneuver scouted to a T. He came in here with a game plan and he's executing it to perfection here. Oh, but he's going to the top rope. This can't be good for Pete Dunne. Seth Rollins with a superplex, but he rolls through, keeping him in the Falcon Arrow. Seth Rollins able to roll through after that superplex. Looking for a cover. 1. Oh, only a 1 count. Pete Dunne not staying down for more than that. It's going to take potentially another curb stomp, which put him away earlier, or a Kingslayer knee to put away Pete Dunne. Oh, and a massive suplex. Pete Dunne keeping him down, grounding Seth Rollins, and that's what he's got to do to avoid Phoenix splashes and sorts. All off the ropes. Oh, and he drops him. Potentially looking for another snapmare driver there. Seth Rollins reversing the momentum with a Northern Lights suplex. Oh, but Pete Dunne able to escape yet again. Oh, and a huge knee smash is... Yes, Pete Dunne appears to be bleeding now. Both men busted open in this matchup, showing the effects of this brutal war that we're witnessing. And there's still 12 minutes left to go in this matchup. Oh, and the huge axe handle from the top rope. Seth Rollins scouting him. Oh, and a huge super kick. He's got the Avada Kedavra from the corner. 1. Oh, only a 1 count. I don't think Pete Dunne, since being hit with the curb stomp, has stayed down for longer than a 2 count. I believe every single pinfall has been a 1 count, actually. Which is unbelievable. Pete Dunne fighting back. Fighting out of it. Oh, Seth Rollins looking for a grounded DDT there. And tying him up with a huge windmill kick. Turning him over. Scouting him. Another curb stomp! Oh! Pete Dunne. We saw him get busted open previously. 1, 2. Oh, and a huge kick out. How close was that to 2? But Pete Dunne able to survive in this matchup. Not looking to lose the advantage. We're on level ground here, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-2. Oh, drops him off the ropes with a huge guillotine. Seth Rollins maintaining momentum in this matchup. Oh, but Pete Dunne immediately inverting that. What's he got? What's he looking for here? X-Plex again! Every time he goes for that suplex, I'm wondering if it's the powerbomb or the X-Plex. Oh, how close was that? Both men trading near falls on the 2 count. How close were both of them to the 3 count? And Pete Dunne scouting him again, potentially looking for another pedigree. It is. He's got him hooked. Oh, pedigree! Remember, Seth Rollins used to use that maneuver, electing to no longer use it instead for the Kingslayer knee, but it's proving effective in this match. As Seth Rollins down again. Ref count it. 1, 2, 3. Pete Dunne using the pedigree to get yet another fall in this matchup. Oh, he's lifting him up. Oh, but Seth Rollins able to escape. Throwing him into the corner. What could he be looking for here? Oh, he's looking for another buckle bomb into the corner. Lifts him up. And yet another one. Oh, Seth Rollins going for another cover. He went for a cover after the first buckle bomb, and Pete Dunne kicked out at 1. Oh, but he kicks out at 2 this time, showing the effects of this match and how much he's been worn down since then. Oh, Seth Rollins yet again looking for the Kingslayer knee, unsuccessful to this point. And Pete Dunne able to fight out of it again. Seth Rollins has not connected with the Kingslayer knee yet in this matchup, and that could be why Pete Dunne is ahead. And another dragon suplex. We've seen at least 3 of those in this matchup. Driving him onto the neck. Phoenix splash. Springboard off of the ropes. Oh, he's looking for another one. Suplex into a powerbomb. Pete Dunne has pulled out that maneuver 3 times in this match, and it has impressed me every single time. 1. Oh, he kicks out at 1. Seth Rollins not staying down. Looking to keep it on level ground, potentially with another fall. Oh, and a huge forearm smash. Crumbling Seth Rollins, the architect, and his foundation has crumbled down before Pete Dunne's eyes. Whipping him into the corner. Pete Dunne, he's got him. Oh, Seth Rollins reversing momentum yet again, lifting him to the top rope. Is he looking for that suplex into a Falcon Arrow that he hit earlier? We saw with a near fall following it. Oh, it looks like he's looking for it again. Pete Dunne, oh, drops him down and rolls through into another Falcon Arrow. Oh, Seth Rollins has got to cover him. He needs a point here in this matchup desperately. Whipping him into the corner, potentially looking for yet another buckle bomb. Oh, but Pete Dunne able to escape the corner with a huge chop. Oh, and he grabs the arm. Again, the joint manipulation. He's biting the hand, but Seth Rollins able to fight out of that. Oh, working down the arm. This evil son of a bitch. Oh, and he stomps on it yet again. I'm sorry for the language, but Pete Dunne, he is unbelievable in this matchup. Just taking whatever measures it takes to win that championship back. The championship that he believes he never rightfully lost. And he's lifting him up yet again into a powerbomb. He's hit that maneuver 4 times in this matchup.
He's still not moving, guys.
Getting over into the corner, calling him to his feet, but Seth Rollins feeling the effects of that suplex powerbomb variation. I don't even know what to call it, but that is just unreal. Oh, he knocks him backwards with a forearm, tying him up in the pump handle yet again into a Uranagi. Bitter end! Bitter end. Pete Dunne's going to have to drag him away from the rope. Seth Rollins, he might be risking a rope break here. And that's not what he needs when he's up by 1 fall. Pete Dunne looking to capitalize and garner potentially an even bigger lead in this matchup. Looking for the cover here. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Pete Dunne goes up 4 falls to 2. Oh, and another forearm as soon as he gets up, saying he is staying down this time. Oh, and a big boot. Pete Dunne not allowing Seth Rollins to get to his feet. Lifts him up. Oh no, he's going for a tombstone. Oh my god. Hits him with a tombstone pile driver. Cover 1. Oh, 1 count. He kicked out a 1. Seth Rollins not staying down in this matchup. He knows he's down by 2 falls, and he needs to garner a lot of momentum quickly. Pete Dunne has got Seth Rollins leaning on the ropes. Oh, but he throws him to the outside. Seth Rollins can't get a fall on the outside. He's got to get him back in quick. Oh, but he drops him down with a DDT while he's out here. Seth Rollins looking to fire up the crowd, get him behind him. While he's out here potentially looking to inflict more damage to Pete Dunne through the use of the ring posts, the barricade, everything on the outside of the ring is dangerous. Oh, but Pete Dunne able to fight out of it. Not letting Seth Rollins get the advantage on the outside. This is Pete Dunne's playground. Seth Rollins slipping behind into a reverse DDT.
He wants no part of the outside.
Sending him back into the ring. Seth Rollins looking for another Avada Kedavra from the corner. Oh no, Pete Dunne already getting to his feet. Seth Rollins not going to allow that to happen. Sending him to the corner. Can we see a 3rd buckle bomb in this matchup? Oh, it's reversed by Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne turning him around. What could he be looking for here? Lifting him up and kicking out the leg. And a huge double stomp. We see Pete Dunne go for that double stomp from the top rope occasionally. But that's a new variation that I don't believe we've seen before. What is he looking for here? And yet another double stomp. Like I've said, looks for it from the top rope. Looking to follow through. What's he looking for here? Tying him up, potentially another X-Plex. No, he just tosses him. He just tosses Seth Rollins' body like a sack of potatoes across the ring. Turns him over. Oh no. A curb stomp! Pete Dunne using Seth Rollins' own move against him. Following through. Saying, come on Seth. What do you got, champ? Oh, and he kicks him in the gut. Followed by yet another pedigree. Oh! Cover him, Pete. Seth Rollins is down. Pete Dunne looking to take advantage. Up 5-2 in this matchup. 1, 2. Oh, Seth Rollins! How close was that? Seth Rollins escaping the cover. How did he kick out there after a curb stomp? Oh, and the springboard off the ropes, but he comes up short after a curb stomp and a ball forearm following through. That's what he does. 3:16 left in this matchup.
Definitely aren't looking very good for him right now. He gets him with a reversal.
Seth Rollins sending him into the corner. What's he got here? Yet another buckle bomb. This time in the other corner, the lower left. And he drives him into the corner. Looking to follow it up with the cover. What's he got here? Oh, and a kick out at 1. Yet again, we've seen Pete Dunne kick out of the buckle bomb at 1. At least twice in this matchup. That speaks volumes for what Pete Dunne is capable of. Oh! Seth Rollins looking for yet another bitter end. Oh! Pete Dunne catching his neck on the ropes. 1, 2, 3. That is able to keep Pete Dunne down for yet another count. Seth Rollins only behind by 1 in this matchup, but there's only 2 minutes left. He needs to do something, and something quick here if he wants to gain advantage. I don't think this is his best bet, working him down like this. Seth Rollins needs something big to happen here. Oh, and an insecurity. Pete Dunne working his way back, not allowing that one fall to hinder his performance here tonight. Off the ropes with another Phoenix Splash. He has missed both Phoenix Splashes in this matchup. Oh, but he lifts him up. Turns him around. And a bitter end for Seth Rollins. And that might spell a bitter end to his title reign here. Yes, it looks like it will. Seth Rollins down by 2 falls here. Reversal from Seth Rollins. What's he looking for here? Drilling him into the mat with a brain buster. The way he corked his neck on that. Pete Dunne's down. Will it keep him down for a 3 count? 1, 2, 3. Pete Dunne. Seth Rollins can come back. There's only a minute left in this matchup, but Seth Rollins looking to tie it up. Oh, and another suplex into a powerbomb. Every time that maneuver is hit, it takes something out of Seth Rollins. Oh, Pete Dunne fully in advantage of this matchup. Oh, and a huge headbutt. Seth Rollins is only down by 1 fall. But that 1 fall, maybe... Oh, and another double stomp. Maybe too far out of reach for the Architect here tonight. It appears that Pete Dunne is intent on recapturing his championship with another tombstone. We've seen 2 tombstone pile drivers from Pete Dunne in this matchup. Not to mention another suplex toss. All the countless offense on Pete Dunne. He's displayed here tonight. 30 seconds left in this matchup. It's looking too out of reach for Seth Rollins. I don't believe that he'll be able to retain his championship here. Oh, especially not with Pete Dunne on the outside of the ring. The mastermind Pete Dunne using the outside of the ring to his advantage the entire matchup. And it's what gets him the victory here tonight. Able to recapture his championship. Oh, and what is this here, Pete Dunne? Not done with business with Seth Rollins. These men have been through a war. Not to mention in this match, but the 2 out of 3 falls Extreme Rules match. and the ladder match. This is what it's all come to.
He can't take much more.
Oh, the ref gets in the way. Pete Dunne hit him with the championship. And now turning Seth Rollins inside out. Doesn't seem too bothered by it. With a bitter end onto the championship. Showing the champ that he is no longer holding that title. Thank you for joining me here for Battleground Part 2.